everyone, it's me Josee here again. I'm going to be doing another eyeshadow tutorial for you. I'm going to be looking at the Makeup Obsession Dream with a Vision palette, and it's the shades you get in there. There's some nice kind of pastel-y pink look shades, and we're going to be doing a purple kind of look today. So get yourself ready. Just to let you know, I've primed my eyes already, and I've used Technique's eye canvas in the shade Light, and this is the second time that I've actually used this primer, so just get a good feel of what the product's like and how well it works. Alright, so the next thing I want you to do, and it won't take you very long at all, I want you to move your hand over to the mouse button. I want you to move up to that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and we're all set, so you'll be able to see whenever a new video of mine comes out. So you kind of can keep up with what's happening in Josee's world, her eyeshadow world, where she likes to try different eyeshadow products, which I love. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to magnify my face so you can kind of see what's going on with my eyes, where I'm putting what color, etc. So it should be much easier for you to follow along. Okay, so now we're ready. Let's get started. So I'm using my new Josee brushes that I got a few weeks ago, and I'm really enjoying using them. If I do yell out brush names and you've not got the brushes, don't worry, I'm sure you're going to be okay to use your own brushes. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to start on the outer corner of my eye here on this side, and I'm going to go into the shade called Wishes. At least it's got shade names on this palette, it's a good thing. So I'm just going to kind of build that color up on the outside of my corner of my eye. Not off to a very good start with my vocabulary today. So I'm just building it up, just bringing it out a little bit, quite dark this shade. I'm just bringing it down to the edge of my eyelid there. And back into Wishes, and we'll do this side as well. So we'll see how the test of time shows up for this eyeshadow primer. See what kind of a look it gives me here. See, already that side's gone really dark. Maybe I'm not putting enough pigment on my brush. Or the light. It could be the light coming from the window, making it look like it's lighter than it really is. Okay, some more of that Wishes. Let me see, it's got to be the light. Yeah, I think it is definitely the light. Sorry about that, guys. It does look the same on the other side, it's just being a bit finicky with that light. Well, we need that light, otherwise we're not going to see each other, are we? Well, you're not going to be able to see me. Alright, so I'm just going to draw this back a little bit. Alright, so just a bit of adjustments there, it's a lot better. Just going to go back into that Wishes now, and I'm going to just build that color up a little bit. We're kind of going to do like a gradient look, going from dark to kind of light, so we'll see how we get going. Again, I'm just making sure it's the same on both eyes, which is pretty good, if you ask me. It's not too bad, not too shabby. Kind of stopping underneath where I need to be stopping there. Alright, okay, move along. So, I'm still using this petite crease brush from Josee. It's really good. So I'm going to go into the shade Stargaze, and I'm just going to start building that color up. And just popped a little bit on the top of that other shade, above it, not on top. Popping a little bit now. It's a nice shimmery color, this Stargaze. Again, I'm just gonna pop a little bit above that other shade I just did, the Wishes shade, and I'm just bringing that down onto the lid. Nice shimmer shade, this color. And I'm gonna drag that pretty much almost all the way across except for the inner corner. I'm gonna be adding another color, and I kind of want this Stargazer color to be next to the other color that I'm going to be put on. You'll see what I mean if I'm not making any sense. I'm doing the best I can. Okay, so yeah, I don't want it too far in. I'm just bringing it up. Okay, let's clean that brush again. And I'm going to go into the shade Aspiration, and I'm just going to pop that next to that other purple. As you can see, I've got that other shade there, still waiting, giving me a good chance to do some nice blending. And the other side, quite nice, pretty color as well. Just put on whatever you feel is okay for yourself. So yeah, going back to what I was gonna say earlier before I had to change my lighting situation. I was gonna talk about that Technique eye canvas compared to POEs. And I believe I've done this in another video early, one of my first other videos that I've done of the last couple of weeks. Basically just I tried P. Louise on one eye and the Technique eye canvas on the other eye, and it didn't seem like there was too much of a difference. I think you have to pack on a little, just a little tiny bit more on the eye canvas side, and because it dries so quickly, which is a good thing, but I'm not used to it. I'm used to the P. Louise kind of taking its time to dry. Yeah, so I think I'm actually really loving this eye canvas. Can't complain about the price. I got it off eBay for £2.79, and I don't think I'll be paying £10 for P. Louise's anymore, because I'm really liking the way the color's coming out as well on my eyes. So, right, back to that aspiration. I'm trying to darken it a little bit more for you guys. Really nice, good color in there. Okay, so clean that brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Mystical now, and just popping a little bit of that on in the corner, like that. Give a really nice kind of a shimmer. I do love shimmer shades, and usually use a sponge. You know, with little sponges you get in the eyeshadow palettes when you buy them from the drugstore. Those little sponges, I usually use that for shimmer shades because it just makes the colors pop a lot. But this brush seems to like it, the shimmer shades, and it's coming out quite nice. Let's see what it looks like if I use a sponge, trusty sponge, in that Mystical. Let's see if we drag it across, see if there's any major difference. Not really, not much. So that brush is pretty good if you ask me. That's a little bit, smooths that color right out. So you get a really nice finish into the corner. Purple's a really nice color. I've worn it over the last couple of days, but I haven't worn it in a while. I've been going for weird, odd colors, which you know, you normally wouldn't find in an eyeshadow palette. Just give it a try and have a play. Yeah, so my husband's seen me in some really weird colors lately. And he's like, oh, that's bright. He always comments on something and he's like, whoa, not used to seeing. It just makes me giggle a bit, but it kind of also makes me a little self-conscious, like, whoa, does it look that bad? Anyway, I keep it on anyways. Well, sometimes it does, he says no. And that kind of tells me, well, I better go away and try something else because I just come up with weird stuff sometimes. Weird, you know, picking weird colors. I just love experimenting, that's all. Nothing wrong with that. Right, so I'm using that sponge too. If you don't have a sponge, don't worry. Just use your brush. It kind of likes brushes as well, this color. Okay, so we are in the game. Nice purple shimmers. I'm loving it. Okay, so I want to make sure that I'm going to blend out this because I don't like the line. The line makes it look funny. So I'm going to use a different brush. I'll put my sponge away. And I'm going to use my, no, not that one. I usually have all my brushes out, you know, to use them. So I'm using a little soft definer by Jessup. I'm just going to go in and blend that line out. See how that disappeared there? Do the same thing on the other eye. I'm just doing circular motions to kind of blend it in. There we go, it's gone there. It's gone on there too. There's no lines anywhere. Okay, I'm just going to use that brush, same brush again, and use that Mystical and just top it up a little bit. Don't leave any lines, top up a little bit. Right, that's good. I'm happy with that. And use the same definer brush. And we're just going to go back into that shade Wishes again. And I'm just going to darken that up some. Trying to do a nice shape. Don't go too far beyond the brows because it looks funny. Well, some people do, I guess. But I think it looks funny. You got your makeup all the way to your temples. It's like, no, not happening. And so let's get this other side going here now. Again, make sure you're not beyond that brow a little bit. So I'm just blending that in, darkening that a bit. And some more of that Wishes. And getting a little bit out of that lower lash line as well to get that shape that I want. And we'll play with that in a few minutes. Continue to pop in some more of that Wishes on. Again, just doing a little bit of that lower eyelid. That's it. Maybe a little more of that Wishes. I'm moving up a bit, and the other side. Just kind of opening up the eyes a little bit with this shade and the brush. See, I'm just kind of building it up. And some more of that Wishes, building that color up. Like we said before, looking lovely. Yeah, just be careful you don't go too far past that brow tip. Okay, clean that brush. I'm gonna move into that aspiration, and I'm just popping that in again. I'm just using that same brush I was using before, that definer brush. No particular reason, just to change it. So, and it's working just as nice. Pop in a little bit more on there. I'm gonna clean my brush now. I'm gonna change brushes, and I'm gonna go into my Smoky Shader brush by Josee. I'm gonna go back into that aspiration. Right, back into that aspiration. Right, some more of that aspiration again. Okay, and then finally into Mystical, and we're just gonna draw that out. Alright, back into that Mystical. Just moving it to like where the top of the eye is, this area, and then I'm just gonna leave it alone. Clean that brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Cloud, and I'm gonna go in with a small little pencil brush by Josee, and I'm going into that Cloud, and I'm just gonna pop that on the inner corner of my eye and just to the side of the nose a little bit. I'm counting down the weeks, guys. Till the end of July. That's when we're hoping to have my money together for my course. I've been wanting to do this course for about 2 years now. I've been saving and saving and saving. And it's been a tough slosh. Is that's the word I could use? Slog. It's been a tough slog. Yeah. Trying to save and then having to put money to something else. I've had the good times and the bad times really, and just back to saving up now. So I'm really looking forward to do this course now. Excited is the understatement. Scared but excited. Scared mainly because what happens if something goes wrong and I can't start it again for another month or two? I don't know if I could cope. But I'm just gonna have to at the end of the day, aren't I? No matter what happens, just gotta keep going. So just lining the lower lid with that shade Wishes. And I'm using a smudger brush along the lower line and on the other eye. The company I'm going for this class called AOFM. I've heard nothing but good stuff about them. If you've heard about them, let me know in the comment box and I'll answer you back. You can tell me all about it. So I'm just still dragging that shade. I'm just adding some color into that corner of my eye here because it looks a bit funny. Right. Again, just other eye. I'm just being a bit gentle, just kind of wiping any fallout off my eye here. Other side. So that looks really pretty. But I'm gonna add some more. Let's go back into that petite crease brush and go back into that Wishes, and I'm just gonna blend a little bit here at the top, a little more. Don't have to go quiet, guys, just concentrating on what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm loving these brushes. They work so much better than, believe me, I'm gonna say it, my Morphe brushes. I absolutely love the Morphe brushes, but then I've now found Josee, and I've found a new love in black and in brushes. Yeah, definitely. So I'm just blending here, giving my eyes some shape. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for the eyes. Guys, I'm a poet and didn't know it. No, I'm no poet. I'll leave that to my husband. He's the English teacher. Okay, right, so I'm gonna go ahead now and go away, put the rest of my makeup on because I got all this foundation stuff to put on. Come back and we'll talk about this palette. See you in a minute. Right guys, hi, I'm back after putting the rest of my makeup on, and I'm really pleased with the way that it's turned out. I got a nice deep purple going into the crease, just around, and a nice light shimmer shade and it's Mystical that I've used on the inner corner of my eye, my lid, and then I've used the white to pop out the inner corners of my eyes, and I think it gives it a nice, really nice, good look. Final thoughts on this palette, the Dream with a Vision by Makeup Obsession. I bought this at Boots and it cost £10, and as you can see, I used quite a bit of it, especially that deep pink there. I really like that color. It's a bit outlandish for some people though, and they see that, they go, whoa, it's a bit too dark. But I love playing with dark colors, so it doesn't matter to me then. And so it comes with a mirror on top. Sorry, it's mucky, guys. I'll give it a wipe after from my fingers all over the palette. Anyway, so yeah, lovely, lovely palette. I would definitely purchase it again if you're having any queries as to what could you get out of it. Well, as you can see, this is what we've done now. If you're just thinking about maybe whether you should purchase this palette or not, or maybe you just wanted to see what it looked like on, so you had a good idea of what look to make it for. Well, I hope I hit those two on the nose today. Definitely would purchase this palette again. As you can see, I used quite a bit of it. And so yeah, pick it up if you get a chance to. Last couple of things, guys, just want you to go back to your mouse, click the subscribe button and hit that bell, and you'll get a notification of when my next video comes out. It's so important, guys. You want to keep up to what's going on in my world, my makeup world, because I love it so much. Please feel free, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and you catch me at the next video. Alright, so that's it for me, and see you guys all next time. Bye for now.